Let's give him a couple seconds to connect. All right, there he is.
Hey, Eric, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Kat?
Good, good. Thanks so much for coming here today.
Of course.
Where are you calling from?
Australia, actually. It's
Oh my
like
goodness.
about 9 a.m.
I was going to say, have you been up all night?
No, I haven't.
Okay, good. I'm
It
glad.
seems that way, but I haven't. I did actually get some sleep.
Good, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Oh my god, I am just first time seeing you on live. It's just yeah, I'm just a fan since Arrow and Shadowhunters.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. That
Yeah.
means the world.
So how's Bob anyway?
Bob's good. He we've since broken up, but we still cohabitate. We're still roommates, and it's when you find a good roommate, they're really hard to come by. So at least we cohabitate.
Yeah. Just wondering, will there be like an Arrow spin-off based on Mia at all? I know you've been asked just probably lots of questions about that.
Yeah, I mean, they tried it with the Green Arrow and the Canaries kind of pilot episode, with the second to last episode of the series, and then the pandemic just killed that as a possibility. But
Really?
that doesn't mean that there won't be, other iterations in the future. I don't know what that would entail. I don't know if that's ever a possibility. I know that because they brought Mia back on the Flash.
Yeah.
Now I technically can exist in the world in whatever way they want. Now that door is open in the mythology, as it were. But I don't 100% know. I know that if they ever were to ask me back, I would go back in a heartbeat because I love Mia and I love that character and her story and everything. And I think folks would, there's a few things we need to resolve. Like we need to find William.
Yeah,
and we need to do a couple of these things. But were they to need me, I would be there in a moment's notice.
Yeah. So would you prefer going back to Shadowhunters if it was gonna come back, or would you prefer Arrow?
Either or both. Can I do both?
You can do both.
Look, Shadowhunters was family to me, and we built that show together from the ground up. And again, it's another character that kind of made me who I am in a lot of ways. Because I feel like I sort of grew up with Clary in a lot of ways. But I'd love to go back. I don't know if that's ever in the cards, but again, if they ever need Clary Frey in any kind of iteration, I'm there.
Who do you miss most in the Shadowhunters cast?
Ooh, that's so tough because we always were such a pack. We were our own kind of werewolf pack in a way, running around. I just miss our group. I miss having everybody together, and I miss the family, from the cast to the crew to the writers, and it was such a beautiful environment to tell the story. I kind of miss it. You
and Robert, are you guys close at all? That plays Simon in Shadowhunters. Because I've noticed that you've actually posted him happy birthday.
Yeah, I love Alberto. He's, he always was the Simon to my Clary in the whole process. We were the two younger ones in the cast, and we were kind of two of the fresher ones to entertainment industry. And, he's just such a good soul and such a wonderful human. And I'm just so proud of him for everything that he's done and all the wonderful things that the creative that he is. And it really is a family, all of us folks, and I miss them all the time.
Were you able to muck around with that bow stuff at the hotel?
I didn't in the end because it was decor. I was like, I could, but I won't. I decided to be a good customer and behave myself, but I was certainly tempted.
No worries. Who do you miss most out of all the cast in Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl?
Oh, that's tough. I had a really, really good time working with Ben and JoJo on all of our future Team Arrow stuff. Ben really did become like a brother to me, and we had so much fun because we were all new. We were all the ones that came in season 8 or season 7 and kind of went, okay, here we are. Let's figure out how do we do this? How do we take on this mantle and kind of figure it out together? But I really loved working with Stephen and Emily. They were such brilliant folks in creating their characters and their relationship in that arc. And then to sort of bring that on into Mia. It was fun to kind of take the people that I'd based Mia on and play with them in a scene and kind of figure out where those relationships would go.
Man, your character for Mia, I saw her the first time in that episode of Arrow, and she was badass.
That's what I loved. They really literally brought Mia in with a bang, and I was so excited to get to do that. When Shadowhunters ended, I thought to myself, oh no, I'm not going to be fighting anymore in my next job, and what am I going to do? I loved fighting so much in Shadowhunters, and I'm going to miss that side of the world. And then I was cast in Arrow, and very quickly realized that I'd be doing a hell of a lot more fighting, so I was quite excited.
Yeah, when I actually read that you were going to be cast in Arrow, I was actually excited because you and Emily, you have quite a resemblance.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's so funny how they, when they cast those things, even casting Charlie, like all of those people to be the offspring of all of these different characters, they always do such a good job of especially with Bart and Nora too on The Flash. They did such a good job at casting all of us kids.
Oh my God. Speaking of Bart and Nora, how are they? Like, when was the last time you actually spoke to them or get in touch with them?
So I saw Jordan. I actually bumped into Jordan on set of The Flash because we crossed paths. He was in the next episode, and he's been a buddy of mine for ages. And so it's always really good to see someone that you know and love. And who knows, maybe Bart and Mia will get to have some adventures in the future.
Grant and Gustin, you guys are close or just on set?
I mean, I would say we know each other. I don't, obviously, he's always so busy with the show and I'm off somewhere else, but he's always been so just welcoming and lovely and truly such a giving number one that, he really does lead that show in such a beautiful way. And it's nice to see that as an example because he clearly really cares about the character and about the show and the story, but also the people. And that's what's really important in those situations.
No worries. I'm trying to actually think of a question because I've ran out. I'm just so excited to actually meet you, that's all.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Well, what was your favorite kind of bit of Arrow? Because I know I watched all six, then 7 seasons, and it was such a fun ride.
My favorite part will be how William and Mia meet for like the first time, like not knowing. So at the very end of the episode, basically, Mia said to William that I'm Mia. Felicity's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. There's many favorites, but like that's the only thing I can think of right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's so funny. We shot that at like 3 a.m. But
3
I
a.m.
remember reading that for the first time and being like, thank you, writers. Because that moment, it just worked so well. And then I was sitting watching the episode just waiting because because not many people knew that Mia was who she was at that point.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't talk about it until that point, right?
Course,
I wasn't allowed to say anything. So I was just
NDA.
waiting and waiting. Like, oh, tell us about your character in Arrow. Yeah, she's a boxer. She's a street fighter. She's, whatever. And then I could actually talk about things. But, I'm so glad that you all enjoyed that moment.
No worries. It's about like a minute left. I've actually ran out of things to ask.
Oh.
I had it prepared before, but like, yeah, I was just
That's
nervous.
okay. It's how it goes. We get chatting. It's fine.
Yeah, no worries. What's that on your? I think that's on your bottom left.
Oh, over here?
Yeah.
That's just a bunch of old cards and notes and things from family on my desk. It's
Okay.
it's just.
Is this like your room, or is it like?
Yeah. This is my desk. This is my workspace. So it's just clutter. That's all.
No worries.
I don't know. The only interesting thing I have here, I have one of the flechettes from my.
Yeah, I saw that at 2 p.m. your time, which is like 6 a.m. my time.
Oh my goodness! Oh, so you watched the panel then?
Yeah, I did.
But that's kind of it for.
It sucks that Steven can actually make it, actually.
But
yeah,
I was looking forward to
before
him,
we wrap up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, let's take a picture before the.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Eric. It's been such a pleasure chatting with you.
No worries, Kat.
Awesome. Well, take care of yourself and chat
too.
with you soon. Bye.